Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of Charting Markets with Jeremy. For today, let's take a look at the small cap index in the US market, the Russell 2000 index. More importantly, after seeing quite a rebound playing out in the main indices such as your Dow, your S&P, as well as the Nasdaq 100, recovering back to the levels that we saw just prior to the news of the new variant Omicron. Black Friday 2 weeks ago. It does look like right now the Russell 2000 index has some room to play a catch up here right now, especially we are also seeing some sort of a bullish price action kind of sticking through to the market just this week alone. So let me just highlight some of the key points over here from the charts. So this is the longer term time frame view, the weekly time frame on the Russell 2000 index. And as you can see, if you were to take a longer term approach at looking at this small cap index, generally we are still trading within a nice uptrend. However, if you were to look closer over here to what has been transpiring this year alone, pretty much the small cap index have been trading within this consolidation range over the past 11 months or so, mainly between this range, the floor of around 2,100 points and a ceiling of around 2,360 points. So pretty much if you were to look at things over the past 1 year or so, the Russell 2000 index pretty much have been trading nowhere. But nonetheless, if you were to take a longer term view here, as long as this support or the floor at 2,100 points holds, then what it means is this general uptrend over here will likely stay intact and will eventually lead to higher prices here, possibly by next year, 2022. Another positive sign over here that we can see is this blue line. The 60-week moving average is right now still holding up pretty nicely despite this recent sell-off. All in still tells us that this long-term uptrend within this small cap index is still holding up. In fact, if you were to look closer, just this week itself, we have started to see some bullish price action showing up as well. Mainly with this reversal move this week, if prices were to close as it is right now at this level of 2271, then this bullish engulfing bar would be established, and what it means is possibly we will likely see this reversal move continuing throughout the following weeks, and possibly to see the Russell 2000 index retest this year's high of around 2,450 points level probably over the coming weeks. So as a whole right now, I think even the long-term picture is showing that there are some bullish reversal move right now. And if we were to take a closer view here on the daily time frame, key thing to take note right now would be this sell-off that we saw back in November. The relative strength index have also fallen in line to this oversold low of around 23 just last week. And the implication here is likely we'll see a mean reversion higher playing out real soon. If not right now, we have already seen this mean reversion kicking in. If you were to look back in time, the last time we are actually this oversold RSI falling to a low of around 20 or below, that was actually back during the COVID low of last year in March, where the world globally is kind of entering into a lockdown mode. But nonetheless, if you were to look at the Russell 2000 index, you can see the RSI during those periods, we saw the RSI actually falling to a low of around 17. And the immediate move after seeing such an oversold market was eventually we saw a nice bottom playing out for the Russell 2000 index, followed by a decent recovery up about 40% over the next 2 months. So with that in mind, possibly this period of oversold signaling could also lead to a similar rebound higher. Probably not as much as 40%, but probably it will likely kickstart a new upleg here real soon. And if you were to look much closer in terms of price action wise, we are starting to see some bullish move kicking in as well near this critical support level, which is the 200-day moving average, this green dotted line, which is a good sign that this uptrend is still intact. And if you were to look right here, just the past 2 to 3 weeks or so, after the RSI fell to this oversold level of 23, we started to see some consolidation kicking in over here, and only just more recently managed to break out above this 1 week range, and also at the same time breaking above this 200-day moving average. So over here is this breakout point. Mainly on Wednesday as well as Thursday this week, we managed to get this breakout move. So all in, I think with this breakout move above the 200-day moving average as well as the 1 week range, likelihood is for Russell 2000 index, it has already bottomed out, and we will likely see further upside kicking in here relatively soon for it to possibly retest this previous high of around 2,450 points, and then possibly after which maybe even as high as 2,600 points moving into early next year. So those will be some of the upside target that we have in mind. First one around 2,450, and then a medium-term target of around 2,600, possibly by Q1, Q2 of next year. Yeah, so pretty much I think right now the bullish move looks decent. Coupled with the oversold RSI revision, I think right now it looks like it's on track to trend higher from here on out. And just to take note, if you were to see further form of weakness here in the near term, as long as this support at 2,100 points hold, I think the general uptrend will likely stay intact as we move along. Yeah, so I think that is all we have today, and we'll see you guys in the next one.